Guys, this is not a coincidence. This is not a coincidence. And let me just explain why, right? Magnolia Drive out of Beechwood towards Baxter. Magnolia Park. BJ. What is BJ's real name? Baxter James. I'm gonna show you. It's not a coincidence. Literally, look at that. See, it's not a coincidence. I have barricaded myself in my room and I'm going to spend my entire time with her, pending possible I'm getting kicked out. So I don't even know what to say. But also, do you guys hate when someone calls you something and it's like, well, I'm not that, but then it's like it's in your mind, so then it's like you kind of want to you need to write itself, because if someone's calling you that, that's, you have to fix it. Who has a book buying problem? Hello. Guys, I know there are reasons. Every single book I purchase, there is a reason, and I will explain the reasonings. Okay, let's start off with Enchantra, right? So this, the first book is Phantasma. Have I read that? No. Listen, the reason why I bought this was because I started getting panicked, because everyone was like, it's so different to because this is my edition. See, there's no sparkles, because I've had it for so long, and it's a different material. So there's no, it's gonna be different sizes, but they actually are, and they actually line up really quite well. Obviously, if you look at them, they're different, but they line up quite well. This one is just very shiny, and this one is just not, which I'm assuming is because this is because this was the indie edition, and that's why it's so lackluster. But that's fine. That's why I bought it, just because I wanted to make sure that they were right. See, this one is not shiny, and that's okay. Next, I bought this book here because it's got a dog on the front cover. I actually don't remember why I bought this, but I just saw this dog on the front cover and I was like, that is the cutest dog I've ever seen. I love Dash Hounds. I think this is coming of age. I don't know. It's about rekindling a relationship with yourself. Yeah, that's what we have. Yeah. Okay, and then we have Shallow River. I bought this because I like the cover. I've never read anything by this author before. Someone has touched this. I can see their fingerprints, and it's not mine. Well, it wasn't me. I mean, it was me, but that's not my fingerprints. Anyways, do you know what this is? No. Shallow Hill is where the souls suffer slow and miserable deaths. For the vulnerable, for the strong. Okay. Anyways, next book we have is On Wings of Blood. I've heard just lots of people talking about this and raving about this, and it sounded interesting. It's an academy. Oh, that is actually heinous. I can see more fingerprints. Someone with greasy paws touched this book, and it was not me. These had to be disinfected. An academy type situation. And then we have Die Bound. If I was to go like that, who the hell picks a book up like that? For me to have picked this book up, I would have had to have picked it up. I would have had to pick it up like this. Ow! It's another romantasy. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I didn't realize just how similar these two were gonna look. They literally look if I didn't buy them separately, this would be another situation where I think it's the exact same book. Anyways, then we have Fable at the End of the World. Now, I read one other book by this author, A Study in Drowning. I like that book for the most part. There's some things that didn't sit right with me, but this one is really, I think it's a dystopian. So yeah, and I don't know, I liked the cover, so I wanted it. I've got nothing to say for myself aside from drink water. That is my one healthy habit I've been consistently doing this week. You know, today when I was driving to work, I was behind this ute thing, and there were these two dogs on the back of the ute. Now, keep in mind, it's raining, right? It's raining really heavily. That majority of my tutorials, lectures, labs, etc have been cancelled this week because of the rain and the flooding and stuff. It's heavily raining. Anyways, these two dogs, they were shivering and cold, and I know they were shivering and cold, especially when we got to the lights. I was stuck behind them at several different lights, and there was people who were waiting to cross, and the dogs were looking at the people and whining and shaking, and I'm just what? Anyways, but those dogs, they were really cold, and this looks so sad, and at the moment I resonate with those dogs. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I don't know, what's the time? 8:57. You know what? I'm laying in that bed. Yeah, I don't care. I'm laying in that bed, and I am listening to, what's that book? Gothicana? Good lord. It is cringe. It is painful. Right now they're in the woods and there's a tree situation, and I'm just guys, now is not the time. you know, like now is actually not the time. It's a good thing it's a pretty book because it's the only thing it's got going for it. I just need to, yeah, keep persevering with that. But like, I'm in pain. I'm hoping that at some point this week I can sort out my hair situation. By sort it out, I mean book a hair appointment. Because guys, remember how I was complaining about that hair salon and how I just followed my hairdresser to that salon, but I didn't like how the lady did their bookings? Well, guess what? My hairdresser moved. Everything always works out for me because like. Honestly, you guys, I'm catching strays at work. I think I need to reactivate my sad playlist. I remember like I deleted every single one of them. There was like very specific set songs I would listen to, and I deleted all of them, but I think I need to re-download them because I think I don't know. I definitely think like the rain and the cold weather and just like I miss the sunshine, you know? Like, and I'm actually freezing to death because anything below like 27 degrees and I'm freezing. I'm freezing to death, but like I don't always like wearing long clothes. I don't. Like, I'd rather be like in short clothes and like lots and lots of blankets than have like long clothes. Does it make any sense? It doesn't make any sense when I explain it to some people in real life. They're like, it doesn't make any sense. You know, it's like wear a jumper. And I'm like, but I don't want to go to bed in a jumper because it strangles my neck. I can only go to bed in a jumper if it's not my jumper. If you know what I'm saying. That is annoying me, that wall. Am I gonna fix it? No. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow because like, what has become the state of these weekly vlogs? I mean, it's really just like my life. And well, this is what we're dealing with here. Hang on guys, okay, I tried to show you before and the flash went off. That is so embarrassing. But today is definitely a sweet treat day. Roads are flooded, traffic is horrendous. Do I want to be here? No, I don't want to be here. The only reason why I'm here for this tutorial is because you need 80% attendance, and if you don't, you'll fail, even though it's not a 1,000 level course. Like, I thought that you could only do that for 1,000 level courses. No. And also, this guy, he has like a reputation for like just denying everyone's reasons for not being to the tutorial. So like, yeah, all the roads are flooded in my house, but I guarantee that if I like was filming the floods and I even got like one of the traffic control people to be like, yeah, we're really advising everyone to stay inside their houses unless it's like absolutely necessary, he'd be like, but the tutorial is necessary. It's actually not necessary, like, at all. I'm mad. I'm so mad. I should not be here, but I have to be here because if I don't, I'm gonna fail. And don't get me started on work. It's probably gonna, the time I able to get back, do I even like go back to my house? I don't have any of my work clothes. What, do I just buy all new work clothes? And then we start on this stupid assignment. I've got a stupid assignment due tonight. And I don't know. And the guy I like is sick, so I can't even see him. Well, I don't know. He was like, it's up to you. Well, I've got a strong immune system. I wish I wasn't here. I'm here now. It took me so long. Was it worth the fuel? No, it wasn't. It wasn't worth the fuel. But also, I've already used up my I could miss 2 tutorials and I missed them, and I hate myself for missing them because that meant that today I had to be here because like I just don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk being like, this is the example of all the flooding, because I got here, didn't I? So he could be like, well, you could have gone a different way. Yeah, I just added on like an extra 40 minutes, but yeah, that's fine. I might have to do some shopping to make myself feel better because like today's not gonna be a good day. No, yes, today's gonna be a wonderful day. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be good. Today's gonna be a good day. I feel I don't even know what to say or do. Honestly, I'm being dead serious. Do I know if I'm gonna be able to even get back to my house tonight? Probably not, actually. And the thing is, right, is like now I'm out, I'm not going back. So, you know, I may as well, like now, like I'm out and about, like I'm just gonna go straight from here to work. It's probably gonna take that amount of time with the traffic, right? It's gonna be hours and hours and hours. I feel like I'm being really negative, but like if you just, you do not understand how bad the traffic was. Like, and there were so many trucks. So you know how I feel about trucks. Tonight, that will be a fun adventure tonight when we see what we're doing. That'll be a really fun adventure. Oh, let's play a game. Can Belle actually get back into her house because she had to leave for this tutorial? Because if she didn't, she was going to fail the entire course. And it's not even a course. Like, this is not even like a core course of my degree. I picked it to fulfill the like science part of like psychological science, and so I can't fail for missing a single tutorial for the flood waters. It's just weird that like all my other lectures and tutorials got cancelled this week because of the flooding. Whereas the car park is basically empty and it's pouring. Don't worry, I brought my umbrella. I don't even know what to say. And I have an assignment due tonight on a Thursday night. I don't know like what happened to like assignments being due Sunday. No, the assignments are now due on Mondays and due on Thursdays and due on Fridays, and I'm just like, ah! It took me so long to get home, and then also so embarrassing, like the most embarrassing thing happened. So I was walking, and like I know that like when it's slippery I have to be very careful because I do have a tendency to like walk very fast and that can cause me to slip over. So what's that noise? But you know, I'm like walking and I see this very attractive individual up ahead of me, so I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? Is it my car? This is very attractive man I've had. So I'm like, okay, I have to be calm. And what the fuck is that? Anyways, I'm trying to tell my story here. And as I'm walking right next to each other, my foot slides on the ground. Yeah, I fall directly on my bum. My back slams into the... I'm gonna crash out. And my back slams on the ground, and I'm just like laying on the ground. And I've got all dirt all over me. And then he's just like, oh my god, are you okay? And then he helps me out. So, potential love interest. I'm just laying on the ground, and I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, hopefully he just keeps walking, he doesn't notice. But like, because I was like right next to him, yeah. So then that was the most so embarrassed, and I am just like, why'd it have to happen like when I was like right next to him? You know, we're walking opposite. If it's a tree, I'm gonna chop it down. I don't care about the trees, okay? I do care about the trees. I feel like I want to chop down the tree. Like, Lorax who? Lorax who? I am not meant to have an iPad. You know when I fell? Yeah, well, my iPad crashed on the ground and now it's not turning off. Like, it's dented. It's not turning off. Like, I'm pressing it. It can't turn off. I don't know what to do. I have the thing where it won't immediately turn off, like after a certain amount of time. Yeah, put on. Okay, I'll put the auto lock on 2 minutes. Why don't I have a case? I brought it because I thought I was going to be able to do some work. I've been a bit negative today, you know, complaining about how long it took me to get to uni, complaining about the floods, complaining about falling over, complaining about my iPad getting broken again. I think I just need to look at things from a more positive perspective because yes, it took me a long time to get to uni, but at least I got to uni, you know? At least I wasn't flooded in. If I do get flooded in, that is not a problem for today's me. I need to be grateful that I know what I have to do for my assignment that's due tonight. You know, like, at least when I drove, like, yes, it took a bit of extra time, but I didn't, you know, get into an accident or anything. And yes, my iPad, but, like, at least I even have an iPad in the first place, and it still kind of works. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but it will work out. Everything that's meant to happen will happen. And I'm going to go try to get my screen fixed, try to get my pajamas, and just do my shift, and then do my assignment. Well, I'm going to do a little bit of my assignment. My luck just turned around. I just went out there, and what do I see? My package that I didn't think was going to arrive today because of, you know, all the flooding and everything. But somehow it's here. So, I just had to be more positive. Guys, I'm wearing my new Smurf pajamas. I didn't even go home because it's like to get home, it'd be like an hour. So I'm like, I'll just come immediately to work. So now I have to meander around for a bit. Guys, I actually had to buy sugar because the coffee I have is actually the most disgusting, bitter, disgusting, dirty, do not clean their coffee beans coffee I've ever had in my entire life. Okay. And this is so cute and small. I didn't know that. It's so cool. I'm back to my route. We didn't go out last week because of the incident in the week before, and really the week before I only got a few hours before the unconsciousness on the ground ambulance situation happened. So tonight will be better. Tonight we'll not be having that. I really needed that break last week, I think. Well, I didn't want the break, but like I feel like it was needed. I'll be sad to say goodbye to her though, because like, what do you mean? Like, if she was a person, no, I don't think she would not like going clubbing with me, would you? Packing my bag, and then I will be on my way. I'm not packing pajamas because I left my pajamas at my friend's house the night of the incident, so I'm just gonna wear those ones. Time to do a vlog, and there's gonna be no incidences